On this Food City Friday, we have Chef Julie with us once again. Glad to have her because in our first hour, we did a little bowl, a little fresh veggie, Julie's summer bowl out there. All those fresh veggies and some shrimp and some feta cheese, and we made our own vinaigrette. Oh my goodness, so good,
delicious.
So good. But now we're talking about fresh herbs, and you've got a lot of fresh herbs here.
I do, and I'm proud to say I grew all of these myself. Herbs, again, it's kind of the peak harvest time for herbs too, just like it is for your vegetable garden. Your herb garden is just going. I can't keep up with deheading all of my things where it goes to flower.
Well, we've had a rain here lately. Everything's just sprouting and taking off.
Going.
Yeah.
But this is the perfect time to enjoy herbs, and I just thought I would kind of share some ideas on things that you can do with your herbs in your garden, or go to Food City and get herbs there if you don't grow them yourself.
Well, let's kind of talk about the herbs that you have with us here today.
Well, basil has to be one of the most popular herbs, but you know there's not just one kind of basil, there's a whole lot.
A bunch.
I've got cardinal basil, holy basil.
Holy basil, that smells good.
I know. The irregular, Italian leaf, large leaf basil, and there's other kinds out there, cinnamon basil, Thai basil, but that's a beautiful herb that can be used in so many ways. One of the ways we have here in this beautiful salad with the tomatoes and the fresh mozzarella and the basil, and of course in our first hour we talked about the olive oil Divine products. That's a local company that Food City has. Their products as well, and so I thought it would be fun to use their champagne balsamic vinegar and their Italian herb olive oil. I'm going to do the olive oil if you want to do it, and we'll just drizzle a little on here, and that'll be just perfect.
I don't want to get your hand.
Oh, you'll be fine. Normally you would use a darker balsamic, but I think using that one's
I think this is light.
It is light, and it's just perfect and fresh, and you just got all that together. So that's just a perfect little, and how easy that is to put together. I think some of the best foods are just, you just let the ingredients do their thing, and you don't have to do a lot of jazzing it up.
Folks, this salad is caprese salad. It's so easy. You just slice some tomatoes, slice some fresh mozzarella, put a few of these leaves of basil on there, drizzle it, and you're ready to go.
Now, a little salt and pepper wouldn't be bad either, but that's a
or if you like some oregano or whatever you like.
Whatever you like, it's great. So other herbs, I have mint here, and here there's spearmint and peppermint and a sweet mint.
And I don't know if a lot of folks know this, but a lot of them have mint growing in their yards.
Yes.
I have mint growing in my yard. I mean,
it's invasive,
but it's wonderful.
So if you do decide to plant mint, keep it in a container, so you contain it. If you put it out in the open, you may get a lot more mint than you intended to have. Over here, I have one of my new favorites. This is pineapple sage. So just crush some of that there, and just kind of it's kind of different. But do you smell that little pineapple smell?
Oh my goodness!
Isn't that fun? That's a new one for me. I haven't done that one before. Dill, of course, is wonderful in all kinds of dishes, Greek in particular. Rosemary is a hearty one. Now, rosemary for me will hang on. I can have the same rosemary bush for a few years until we have a super bad cold spell, and then they'll die. But usually those will hang on, whereas your other ones, a lot of them will die off.
If you're doing steaks or chops in the house or on the grill, either one,
it's so good.
Especially in the house, put a few.
I know, you just.
Oh,
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it smells so good. Love it, love it, love it. Sage, super easy, and I will keep that around even if it kind of dies off a bit. I'll hang on till Thanksgiving, and I'll run out on Thanksgiving morning. I'll get my little bundle of herbs, and I'll get my own sage to put in my stuffing.
You gotta have it for the stuffing.
You gotta have it. I got, of course, parsley, cilantro, which looks similar but is not. It will bolt on you pretty quick sometimes when you grow it, so you have to watch that. And I've got lemon thyme and English thyme. So lemon thyme, it actually smells like lemons, which is great. So one way to use these, compound butter. You just take a stick of butter. I use salted butter for this. Take whatever herbs you like, chop them up. Fresh herbs are not as concentrated as dried ones, so you have to use more than you think. So don't skimp, and just put it together, put it in there. You've got a beautiful spread for like, this is a ciabatta, to put on a nice steak to finish it off is a wonderful way to do it.
Yes, or salmon.
Salmon.
Yes.
Baked potato, whatever, just super easy. And you can keep this in your fridge, for a while. But the last thing we'll do is muddling herbs for a drink. I've got some I made here with the lemonade, but you can just pick whatever herbs you like.
I'm going to do some basil. basil.
Basil's really good.
And I'm going to do some mint.
Do that.
Together.
And I will say, if you want to do this in a larger thing and let it sit overnight in your fridge, the next day, those herb flavors have just, wow. Really,
you
really
just get in there.
You just get in there and dig it in.
Yep.
However much you want to do.
Oh man, it releases those.
You can smell it.
Yeah, it releases those oils.
You know, it's one of those things, when things get crushed, the aroma comes out.
Oh,
so as people, I guess that's kind of true too. Well, just in that sense, you know, I mean, we've all had some hard stuff going on, but there's some beautiful things.
You go through some hard times, and it makes people stronger.
It does make you stronger, and that's the honest truth.
Here we go.
All right, cheers.
To your good health.
And to yours also.
All right.
Yummy, yummy.
That mint's coming through.
And when it sits overnight, it's even better. So enjoy those fresh herbs, guys. This is the time to do it.
Chef Julie, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, folks, check out bakingwithjulie.com. And for everything else you've seen here on the show, check out as well.